match against the world #1.
I'm here with Anders Lind from Denmark. Anders, you've trained all your life for these moments. Would you say this is the moment that you want to really thrive in tonight?
Yeah, for sure. If you look at my career in a round of 16 smash against the world #1, these are the matches that are the most fun, you know. Also the most difficult. So I will have to play my best table tennis here if I want to have a chance to win. But I believe, and I'm going to try and do that.
You've had some success with this #1 before. What are we expecting from you tonight?
This I can't say. I can't predict the future, but I will give my all. I hope it will be a great match, and who wins, we will see in an hour.
We do too. Best of luck, Anders.
Thank you so much.
All right, Infinity Arena, let's count this down in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From Denmark, Anders Lind! From China, WANG Chuqin!
Here he is, the man who lights up the room. That's literally what's powering those sparklers right now. The cell phones you saw before those flashes came on. Hopefully all the battery drains so that no flashes will come on during the match, but seems unlikely. WANG Chuqin, in his last encounter with Anders Lind, was beaten in the round of 32 in a grand smash. It was the China smash. It was a 3-1 victory for Anders Lind. Anders said, "We'll see in an hour." That's interesting. For a best of 5, that's a long match. Looking fresh, incredible jawline, handsome as always, Anders Lind. I think the same compliment could apply to Cameron Fry of the Chinese national team. WANG Chuqin is a man of glamour, a man of charm, but more importantly, a man of integrity. He's a team leader. He's been a pro for 12 years. He turned pro at 13 years old. And when he's on, he's unstoppable. The WTT head-to-head between these two is 1-0. Anders in WTT has not lost to WANG Chuqin.
Players, please come for the toss.
That one match you might remember, Anders' backhand was crazy. If you don't remember, we'll help remind you. Sean Coe here, our umpire for the match. What a cool guy, Sean Coe. Just knows how to really keep it cool. But the umpires, they all do. In the sense that that's part of the job. Good handshake there, respect as always. You can imagine WANG Chuqin has done his preparation.
Good evening, gentlemen.
For
I
this.
have red or blue? Red. Red for Anders, blue for WANG Chuqin. Red winner of the toss. Service, which ends?
So the coin has been tossed, the backs have been cracked, the blood has started flowing, and now we've got 2 minutes to warm up. I'm Adam Bobrow, thrilled to be here for this rematch. It's always exciting when Anders Lind is playing, and WANG Chuqin, again, a live concert, the energy. Well, count how many people don't have their cell phones or cameras out right now. Okay, Fin Lu put up a good fight. Games 2 and 3 were quite tight, but not a game drop. Shunsuke Togami, yep, that's the guy. Thumbs up indeed. Who are you posing for? Okay, WANG Chuqin, a youth Olympic gold medalist, is the man of the WTT era, has taken more smashes than any men in the game. When he's on, he's unstoppable. 2025 was an incredible year for Hugo Calderano, but WANG Chuqin was there on many occasions to show what he's capable of. Anders Lind, 27 years old, just an amazing story of resilience. 3 WTT titles to his name. Car accident that would leave him unable to walk for some time, and he comes back and takes down 2 Germans. Dmitry Ovtcharov has been in wonderful form recently. Anders Lind getting him in the round of 64 and 5. Andre Bertelsmeyer 3-0 for Anders Lind after that. But thinking back to that match where he played Wang Chuqin and his backhands were just ridiculously powerful. It's so crazy.
11-7, game and net to LIND. LIND wins 3-1.
Can you imagine? You don't have to. That is the feeling. To get close, many get close. Not so many, but far more than actually get through the world number one, Wang Chuqin, the most dominant man of the WTT era. 68% of the fan vote behind him. And over in Denmark, the remaining 32%, not too bad when you think about the fans that Wang Chuqin brings to the game. Looking fresh as always. It's so funny. They look like they're backwards, but I think that's just how they're made. Everyone wanting the closest possible look they can get for a packed house tonight. Heavy spin on the serve, checking the lights here. Just to see if there's any air conditioning as well, perhaps.
First game, LIND to serve, love all.
So here we go, a rematch for the books. Anders Lind, best of 5 with the serves. A quick start for Wang Chuqin to put that serve to shame. But a quick turnaround here as Anders Lind captures the second point. Players drying their hands on the table as he also cleans the dust off the rubber. Idea's right from Anders. I think by world ranking, by recent performances, Anders would still be the underdog despite having a 1-0 WTT head-to-head. Just trying to think of a player who's beaten Wang Chuqin twice. It's not from Asia. Even within Asia, outside of Team China, it's rare. Tied up at the towel break, similar scoreline to the women's match we just saw, where Sabina came back to 3-all at the towel break on 2 occasions in that match. Doesn't miss by much, but good placement on this. Well, it's a little bit high. Anders shakes his head as if to say, bit of an escape. Lucky me. So last time Anders played, every shot was either as fast as can be or as funky as can be. Despite this one carrying long, he knows how to make players uncomfortable. Many professionals have said that he's got the best feeling in the game. And he knows how to mix it up. Tough shot here, variation. Nice soft, empty ball there inside the table. Not easy to neutralize spin mid-rally. Watch it just in case. Well covered there on the block. Wang Chuqin put into slightly more passive play. Clever. Inside out forehand here as Anders comes into the second towel break with a 2-point lead. Soft hands, little net break. I think he forgot about the net. Not because it happened so long ago, but because how difficult it is to bounce the ball on the floor, to win a point against Wang Chuqin. Service game. Remember the first serve of this match? Anders Lind adjusting. Nice short, what appeared to be side and topspin to the middle of the table, comes back into the net. That's the snap backhand. An encouraging lead, but not a safe lead. Not a lead you can rest on. Touch from Anders, keeping that nice and short, really uncomfortable, and he sets up 5 game points in the first. Oh, crushing shot after the change of pace in the middle. Anders with the Flanders right now, because he is showing that he's going to keep it incredibly unpredictable and uncomfortable. Side spin here after a soft block to the middle and a slap back. Open table, just spanked from behind. Wow. By the way, not Mortal Kombat, but Twilight Zone. In the Infinity Arena, it is 2 unlimited up in here. Potassium time and game number 2 to follow.
Du servar bra, men du börjar serva mot mitten. Glöm inte att serva någon kort.
Here's a little look at the winners from Anders Lind. One clipping the edge. Wow, that one's just hovering out there. But other than that, we've got a lot to the deep backhand of Wang Chuqin. Now, this is the pattern against the lefty a lot. Forehand ones are more shallow because they're angling out wide.
Second game, Wang soft. Love all.
The ball cool and dry, the hand as well. Wang Chuqin. Well handled there with a bit of strawberry side spin. Wang Chuqin. I was like, did that say OS 11? Then I realized it was 5/11, his birthday. Lind, this is why you never give up. Fast footwork here, quite a chase. Wang Chuqin one to the middle, short stroke, and as Anders was starting to turn, he still recovers, apologizes for that one. Awkward push, Ramos Linus with a bit of Spanish. From Sweden to Denmark, to the Spanish-speaking parts of the world, Coach Mernsten. That's a big point. Right there, Wang Hao making some noise to make sure that Wang Chuqin feels right now the energy. Sometimes it's not how many fans, it's which fans. Coach on the bench. Oh, table tennis karma. It's all coming back to him now. At least that one. Still has a few more IOUs. Well handled, though. Always a class act, quick to apologize. It'll be interesting to see if Anders starts varying up side spin with the top spin. He's played the backhand strawberry side spin push quite a bit. Flip. Into flip. Same name as the flick, depending on which part of the world you're in. Attack from inside the table. Fast serve and a break. But Wang Chuqin's right there to handle this time around. Keeping that blood flowing. Saw Wang Chuqin earlier today. He's in good spirits, soaked in sweat. Often is.
5-3.
Even if it's from the training hall, that's what it takes. Don't get me wrong, he looks fresh out here. We've all seen images of Wang Chuqin sleeping between matches, taking power naps here and there. This is the type of rally he wants, where Anders is playing his game, topspin to topspin. And by his game, I mean Wang Chuqin's game. Anders has to do everything he can to make sure that he breaks patterns. Just does something out of the ordinary, which is what he's just wonderful at.
6-4. Service not vertical.
TTR. That's a very circular TTR call from our fan in the crowd.
Not vertical.
So non-vertical. If Wang Chuqin's toss is less than 30 degrees or less off of straight up, this will be a lead. He will not lose the point, and he will have 2 unsuccessful challenges remaining. Let's see. Wow, by a lot, 25.81. Wang Chuqin. It is very rare for this call to be the winning call. They love it. Yeah. Wow. Man.
Challenge successful. Wang, you have 2 challenges remaining. 6-3.
That is rare. This call usually goes the way of the umpire. I think I've seen it not successful twice this week.
4-6.
Possibly 3 times, but closer to 10 for the umpires. Wang Chuqin has a shockingly high percent. It shouldn't be shocking. He just has a very impressively high success rate. Challenging calls.
4-7.
Shining. Is he wearing a stocking on his head there? Maybe it was a trophy held over his head. If this is Wang Chuqin saying Chole, it feels a little bit out of character. He does it at the same cadence of Hugo Calderano. Just a short, sharp burst of energy, sort of to himself. Heavy spin on the backhand, confidence and freedom, fluidity for racket speed. Tight serve, handles the strawberry spin coming in. Nice change of pace. Slows it down, takes some spin off. Blocks a little bit shallow. Slowing it down again. Taking away the rhythm factor. Look how calm Anders is in that. Just soaks it all up. And then he pulls out the big shot after giving the opening to Wang Chuqin. That right there was a stress sign. That was a release. Trying to channel some breath here. Look at that wave, the wall of fans here, ticket holders that would be crushed if Wang Chuqin didn't come back in this match. And he handles the side spin on the awkward opening ball. The breath work. Well handled, Wang Chuqin. 3 game points for Lionheart. Right out of the pocket, Anders LIND. He's got a bag full of tricks. He is a bag full of tricks. Drive, smacked. Not even a follow through. Wow. Taking a minute to process that, Wang Chuqin. 2 game points left for the world number 1. Another game point saved. Would you have a talk with your coach? I would.
Timeout, Wang.
And timeout it is. Wang Hao saying, let's capture this. 0-2 down against a guy who beat you last time. No bueno.
这局你打得很好，对吧？这会儿来说什么？第一个还是要正常，该出手敢出去这一个。对于他的球来讲，你不能躲啊。有的时候你想摆了就摆了，想捅上就捅上了，但不能觉得好像我怕捅上，我怕摆短不行。这个老等他猜就猜着了，他猜就猜着了，算着我后面衔接去了嘛。因为他手感不错，对吧？有的时候你抛一下贴一下，他全是靠节奏来去变化，来去这种就给你打乱，完没事儿。 对吧？我靠我整体实力嘛，他的能力不可能比林如强吧？对不对？他的厚度也没有，速度也没有，就是靠一些节奏的变化啊，没关系的。这球现在，还是要心定一点，对吧？想好接发球，乱接怎么接都行。他拉你让他拉，我防一下，粘哪儿都行，我连续嘛，对吧？大不了打个相持嘛，简单一点。想摆我摆也行，赢也行，搓长也行，都行。怎么出过去怎么来了一定啊？对，而且出手他不能犹豫，一定不能犹豫啊！想好啊。
That is an incredibly clear camera zoom, at least at 10x, my goodness. Production team? Okay, what was said by Wang Hao? Don't be afraid. Do not hesitate. You can vary the tempo too. Don't rely on rhythm. 3rd game point. Oh, he misses the shot. Wang Chuqin comes out of this one. Would love to watch that from every angle we can just to get another perspective, because Anders had played some ridiculous table tennis. And right out of the timeout, Wang Chuqin gets his first game on the scoreboard. That ball, that's a free space on the bingo card. It was almost too good. That ball is 1.5 times net height behind the baseline, off the table. That's a tough one for Anders. The 16th seed earned himself an incredible opportunity. And as much credit as I can throw Wang Chuqin's way, I will say that was a bit of a break. We're gonna need one ourselves. Game 3 coming up. Well, look what's right around the corner in Chongqing, China. We've got the WTT champions, Chongqing 2026. Wang Chuqin, Sun Yingxia, Ugo Calderano, Xin Yubin. How about you? I say you should be there. One of the coolest cities in China, delicious food, the sweetest people.
One love.
A good drive down the line from a man who's looking to turn things around. After a very narrow loss in the last game.
Love 2.
Fantastic. Variation on that serve, the pendulum serve. So many different ways to modify it. They both do that pendulum serve, but Anders inside the table when he fires with that wrist. A lot of table tennis friends are messaging from all over the world saying, I don't know if I've seen anyone hit backhands as hard as Anders did. Uncomfortable, that's the name of the game. Alexei, Truls,
4 love.
Koki Niwa, Anders Lind.
Let 4 love.
Players who know how to make it uncomfortable for an opponent. Listen to the crowd here. A much needed point. Wang Chuqin still the early parts, just one. But it's a big step in the right direction. LIND. Oh, and he wins the point from way out of frame. This ball. Anders LIND can do everything. The skyscraper's outside. One save, relatively low, heavy spin. And that comes down quite deep on the table. Heavy spin again. Channeling his inner Michael Mays on this. Left-handed Danes against Chinese left-handers have done quite well in the past. Hashtag Hao Shuai, hashtag Michael Mays.
1-6.
And a faster side spin, no timeouts left, but he can talk to Wang Hao. More vocal than usual this match. Wang Chuqin trying to pump himself up, keep that mojo high. This score line right now for Anders LIND is very encouraging.
7-1.
I love the idea from Anders. He's made an incredibly high percentage of these awkward combinations. Slow spin, then the ripper. But a second point here for Wang Chuqin. A timeout now? Wow. That is a powerful point. When have you ever seen a timeout with a score line like this?
Det er noget, jeg løfter den mod midten, og så smadrer. Ja. Eller at du spelar den lite mer skruv än vad du är van vid. Att du skruvar ner på hastigheten, och så får du lite mer skruv på den. Ja. Så sätter du pressen på honom, då måste han göra någonting bra. Men du ser, öppningen är fin. Så länge jag får den mot bakhånd så får jag möjligheten. Precis. Och underskruv är bra. Ja. Underskruv är bra. Det är samma här. Egen, om han spelar underskruv på dig, greppa bollen, den ska bara in på pläden. Ja, det är svårt. Va? Det är svårt. Jo, men det är svårt. Men du säger det är lika svårt för honom. Så du kan inte tänka att det är svårt för dig. Det är svårare för honom än för dig. Enig. Ja. Det är samma sak. Kan du hacka... Vad sa du? Så jag tycker ju det är bra. Jag syns det där mixer han var okej. Jag syns inte han lägger overtur. Så det blir side under, side over, udskruv mod foran lidt. Ja. Eller den långa med underbacken, om du har feeling för det. Jag tycker...
What I will say is, the quest of a human being is to know thyself. And Anders LIND called this time out because he knows himself well, knows how important this game is. Wow, Wang Chuqin hanging in there for some fun. A flat hit, soft blocks. There was the slap, and he slapped it back. Oh, man. The Jack Nicholson smile comes out because his card was just played back on the table. Joker, my friends. Now, this is the type of time where you would normally see a timeout. 3 points in a row scored, a 3-point lead still. Wang Chuqin finding his rhythm here. The idea is right. All the soft touch keeps Wang Chuqin passive. And then the heavy spin carries long. 4 points in a row, Wang Chuqin. Long push says, okay, I'm ready. Let's get into the rally. I don't want to play the touch-to-touch with you anymore.
7-5.
Oh, good placement on the ball from Wang Chuqin, but somehow Anders makes quite a shot out of this. Half-long push. First point in the last 5 for Anders LIND. Oh, boy. Paint that one. Slow-mo replay of that all day long. As pretty as they come, and not so many opportunities. The first point of game number 1, but this was an upgrade on that. Right down the line. Pasteurized. That's how clean that was.
6-9.
This is not an exchange rate that Wang Chuqin can afford. Point for point at this point. Anders Lind takes the game. No timeouts left. It was 3-1 last time around. Well, feeling, recognizing, feeling out here, taking the corner off of that one. That was incredibly difficult to play with the control that Wang Chuqin just did. He left Anders under the table after that. That usually earns a pop-up attack. Well, now, whatever the fortune was, he apologized for it. A tough moment to get caught up. Rare to see the feet get tangled. It's either a piece of shoe or something that caused entanglement. 3 game points for a 2-1 lead for Anders Lind. Something on the table. Can I have it clean, please? Fair play. DJ assistant umpire. Scratching up the 1s and 2s.
10-7.
Second serve here, 3 game points, Anders. To hit that many shots that well and still have the point go to your opponent, that's Wang Chuqin. It might not look like it because of the way Anders has been playing and what he brings to the table. It's a fight. The crazy thing is, Anders had an incredible opportunity for deuce last game, but he's put it behind him. 2 game points left. It's Wang Chuqin on the serve. I love it. Patty cake. The soft hands here, the hot potato. They just pass it back and forth quickly and softly until finally an opportunity to open, and it's 2 game points saved. Second serve for Wang Chuqin. 1 game point left for Anders. And he saved 3 game points. He was down 1-7 and 7-10. The timeout was called at 7-2. And Wang Chuqin has not stopped yet. That is what hope looks like. Four in a row, and he's got a game point of his own. Six of the last 8 points. But just remember, 1-7 down, and here he is now with a game point and the serve. Oh, what a receive from the baseline to keep it short. Anders is anything but conventional. Side spin, the placement. In a moment like that, to still bring charm, that's got to be good for you, just to manage stress. Fast, long serve and looking for the quick attack. Out of all the different things he's tried from 7-1 up, he's still trying new things out here. He's played some speed. The ball comes long, he can't play it soft from back there. Not behind the table. Second game point, Wang Chuqin. And he takes it from 1-7 down. It was not looking likely by most people's standards the way he was playing, but he found a way. Hope Lionheart has just upped the BPMs, the heart rate here of the entire stadium. And glass game, Anders came incredibly close to coming back. But this one is going to be a much tougher pill to swallow. Look at that hug in the crowd. 2-1, the world number 1, the most celebrated man in the WTT era, has just pulled off an incredible comeback, but it's not over yet.
多他越没戏，而且真给主动给他拉，他没戏，他没法拉不着，他没法做，自己这块心要定一点吧，一分分打。
So here's a little look at the mini draw. The winner of this match has a date with Jang Woo-jin, who took down Sora Matsushima in the last round. Little sister Miku here right now, competing in the Youth Smash. It's been incredibly starring. So that means mom is here as well, Yumi.
Fourth game, Wang soft, love all.
Chuqin with a lot of momentum now. By the way, in terms of head-to-heads, Jang Woo-jin is one of the few players who's beaten Wang Chuqin more than once. He's beaten him twice. That said, Wang Chuqin has won 9 times against him.
1-all.
A lot of conversation right now with Coach Linus. That backhand is so good, and that third ball touch. It's not a tactic you see often. Right into the middle, catches him racket head straight up. Net and long, Wang Chuqin with a much better start to this game, just at level. Very emotional player. All jokes aside, less emotional this match than I would have expected. You can imagine many people stamping their feet in frustration after 2 results. It's not the first time we've seen Wang Chuqin in this match growling. That's the calmest I've seen him look. That right there was adaptability. This was a lack of panic. That was fluid. Second ball. Looks like training hall for Wang Chuqin, except slightly more calm. Oh, he played Anders' game, and Anders was there to have the last laugh. A slap back to the open table. Soft touch. Beautiful forehand comes right back. Adapting well, racket high. But most impressively, I'd say, for Wang Chuqin, with the racket high, adjusting to the timing. Ooh, break off the net. I was wondering what you at home thought the lip read was. What was Anders saying? Yeah, that ball completely out of reach. Quite a fortunate shot for Anders. Not so fortunate for the king of the jungle. Sorry in English. Little break back off the top of the net. Thing I love is when he says sorry, it's so genuine. It's not like, well, you owed me one. Remember the net you just had that was drastic?
5-all.
Dropped for like 5 bounces on the table. Class act as always, 5 points apiece. Seatbelt shot here, Anders shortening up the stroke to turn. Little compromise for speed. This is out of character for Chuqin. I don't think I've heard him this way in a long time. He used to be quite hot-headed as a kid. Think back to Zhao Zihao when he got benched, what, out of the game for 3 months, throwing his racket on the table.
7-6.
And that was the least of it. He was already relatively grown up at that point. When he was young, he's learned a lot. He's got so much wisdom right now and just a 1-point lead. Anders, perfect placement on this one. Moving that strawberry all around. There weren't a lot of good options there. One more push, perhaps. Wow. Push long. 8 up lip read. And Anders in front in a must-win game. We have the luxury as spectators to think back to 7-1 last game. Good adjustment here from Chuqin. Again, the empty ball early on. Awkward for many. Nervous and hopeful fans. Let their fan vote be heard in real time inside the Infinity Arena. Right up against the table, hips in. Anders doesn't miss by much. Leapfrogging each other on the scoreboard. Tension rises. All the touch in this. Oh, there's still table there. I thought you were 5 by 9. What happened? Wow, to hit a ball that hard and have it come back. World number 1. Oh man, he was jogging back. Out of all the times in life, okay, he says, okay, serve success there, it's tight. And he takes it, Chuqin. 11-8, 3-1, apologizes. They both had their fair share of fortune in the end. Some head shakes and smiles from Chuqin. Whatever he said, you have to imagine it was something humble and heartwarming. Something along the lines of, man, a bit of luck here. This was tough. I love it. It's a skill. Not being world number 1, yeah, that's a skill.